Jumping into the fourth game here, boys. We're 2-1 so far. We lost to that rogue deck. The rogue deck had a pretty good draw, as did we, but we just didn't have the time to develop our bombs. We really needed Alexstrasza, Shield Maiden, or Shield Block there to heal up, but that's okay. That sort of thing happens.
Versus Gul'dan.
Looks like we're playing against Warlock. I think it's far more likely that this is Handlock than Zoo. So we're gonna keep this entire... I'm gonna mulligan the Cruel, but Acolyte of Pain and Brawl. Actually, we're gonna mulligan Acolyte too, because we need to use it ourselves to generate card advantage. Here we're really looking for Shield Slams and Executes and BGH. There's the Big Game Hunter. Acolyte, getting Acolyte back is fine, but we really need the BGH, which is why we mulligan the way we did. Whirlwind's fine. Lets us have a way to activate our own Acolyte, because Handlock's creatures are just going to kill this in one shot, so we're not going to get more than one use out of it. And Whirlwind is kind of useless against Handlock, other than a Grommash activator or an Execute activator, so we can just filter it for another card. Definitely looks like this is Handlock. Ooh, Shield Block. We're going to run out the Acolyte here. And we need to get off a good Shield Slam here, or draw Executes. Twilight Drake is... oh, that's fine. Gonna go ahead and Shield Block here. Twilight Drake is the card we're most worried about, because we can't Big Game Hunter it. And it's sort of inconvenient that way, now with this hand. Yeah, so we need to draw a Shield Slam or Execute to kill the Twilight Drake. Otherwise, it's just going to start chipping down. It's going to start chipping down our armor, which in turn makes it less effective. Our Shield Slam's less effective against other cards. But we have Brawl, which we'll wait to use until we can get the most advantage out of it. Against Handlock, you want to keep sort of a mental count. How many Twilight Drakes have I killed? How many Moltons? How many Mountain Giants? What other threats they could be playing, like Ragnaros, Dr. Boom, Sylvanas. He's likely playing more of a greedy Handlock list, because he also doesn't have to worry about Undertaker and aggro decks as much because of the nerfs. There's a Giant. We're going to Big Game Hunter that. And again, hopefully we draw a Shield Slam to deal with the Twilight Drake. Is he thinking about whether or not to attack? That suggests he has... that suggests he has Black Knight or other AoE clear, or he just doesn't want the Drake damaged. So we're in a Big Game Hunter there. This is going to die to any AoE, so we're going to go ahead and damage the Drake just because we can. With this, we're going to hit face just in case he doesn't have something. And because this is a lot harder to kill with AoE. I don't think Handlock usually plays Black Knight, but with the changing meta, it's possible they found room. But looks like he doesn't have it. Looks like he's attacking Mortal Coil, Dark Bomb. Interesting. He really wants this Belcher out of here. Why wouldn't you Dark Bomb this? If you Dark Bomb this, I couldn't have traded for the Drake. Now I can. Or does he have another one? If he just passes, I don't like that line of play from my opponent. Yeah, I don't like that line of play from him. Oh well, I suppose to each his own. Baron's kind of awkward here because it leaves that guy alive, so we're just gonna clear and then Shield Maiden. This is looking pretty good. We still have Brawl for once he doubles down on Giants. We've killed a Drake and a Giant so far, and we have Ragnaros to hopefully snipe some of our opponent's cards. What is our opponent coining for 8? Is our opponent coining his own Ragnaros? Okay. A Shield Slam would be a great draw. Unless, of course, the Rat gets face. It did not. Shield Slam, please. Let's get lucky, boys. That's a 50-50 on Brawl, but this is a 33. But it's also possible our opponent's strike misses again or something. Okay, come on. Right there. It's pretty bad. Could have at least hit face, because if our opponent didn't have taunts.
I have no time for games.
Our opponent is getting greedy here with the Sylvanas. Okay. Okay. So if we brawl, our opponent ends up with a Ragnaros or a Sylvanas. If we just pass, our opponent could end up with 2 rags. Our opponent will just end up with 1 rag. If, however, we play Grom and we Whirlwind, and our rag hits face, we win. And because this game looks kind of bleak right now, and we can always brawl if that goes badly for us, but because of how bleak this game looks right now, we're going to do that because that is just a 33% chance at outright winning the game. Well played, because our rag's going to hit face. Oh. Oh no. Okay, so that did go kind of poorly. Unless, of course, our opponent has no way to deal with this and both rags hit face. But now we will brawl and try to stabilize. Yeah, the brawl's looking good. Oh boy. So our opponent is not killing the Grom. So, in theory...
My shield for Argus.
Oh dear god. So the important thing is that this is a pretty high value brawl. The bad thing is if one of these 3 lovely gentlemen survives, I can't kill them. So we're actually going to play a Cruel Taskmaster first to give us better chances of that. I don't care if one of his creatures survives as long as it's not one of the taunted rags or the molten. Okay, cool. And while we are behind on cards now, quite significantly, we did sort of deal with that whole double rag fiasco. Oh, there's another giant. We're looking for execute right now. We don't have any burst left because we went for the yellow Grom and the yellow rag. Suppose we can use this opportunity to generate some card advantage. Hopefully our opponent plays Draxus soon. We can just disarm it. Here we're just gonna pass. We actually have enough damage on the board right now to trade with the giant. Should we want to do that? Not anymore, I guess. Also, if he taunts it up, we could draw Black Knight. Oh, that's kind of brutal. Okay. Ysera. We're dying though, so not the best right now. Execute. We don't have a way to damage this though. Quite yet. Use our face for this to keep this alive, so we have a way to damage it. Very possible we could just be dead to, because our opponent has 14 damage or 18. If he has another Dark Bomb and Hellfire, it's quite possible we're dead. But if we're not, we can execute the giant and sort of get back in a winning position. Molten Giant. Oh dear. Well, I suppose I have wanted to play Ysera for a while. Maybe this should be a second brawl now that all the mid-range. She is laughing at the Ragnaros RNG. Okay guys, those were some good games. We ended up going 2-2. Last one I think was mainly due to some unfortunate Ragnaros RNG. But I definitely think this deck is it's well suited for the current meta. I think it's a cool deck to play, so you guys should check out the guide. And as always, thank you for watching. Probably going to be doing some aggro content next week. Hope the better mic helped, and thank you guys. I'll see you next time.